Hello, hello, hello. We are back with some metaphor. My controller turned off. It's back on. Okay. We are trying to find Maria. That's what we're doing. So, let's...
Whatever.
Maria? You mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where was she headed? Stairs north of Sunshade Row. No, by the general store. Didn't look to be running an errand. Okay. So we gotta head over for the general store. Okay.
Ridiculous.
Let's keep going. We'll talk to some people. Oh, I thought this person we could talk to this person, but
Ridiculous. What you need?
okay, the army apparently took care of that necromancer. Yeah, no. Should have been judged here. It would have made everyone feel much better. Yeah, whatever.
Incredulous. This is alright.
And
Hey,
let's see.
mister.
Bet the next king's gonna punish the bad tribes. Better run away, Elba. They're gonna kill you. Oh, you little shit. How dare they mock me? Every last one of them. Poxy, lousy, no good, rotten, son of a goddamn. If I had had an igniter, I'd... Okay. This is, I think, where the general store is. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. Okay, we go up.
Hey, listen.
There's the general store.
How to handle this?
Talk to her. Oh, hello.
Hey!
Say, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes, I did see her. She was muttering Papa and looking all sad. Saw her go through the back alley. Maria, could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral? It's possible.
You sound like a damn fool.
Let's go look. I swear if anything happens to that child, I am going to riot. Okay.
I'm out of ideas.
Well, let's go take a look.
True.
That's enough now.
See if we can
Ridiculous.
find...
Oh, I'm in it now. Oh, damn.
Right.
This is alright.
Let's see. There's so many conversations around me.
What in tarnation's going
They
on?
say anybody can be king, but everyone knows it'll ultimately come down to Luis or Forden. It's hardly even a contest. As Sanctifex Forden will most surely be crowned. Those stones are just another one of Luis's cruel tricks. No one wants Luis on the throne. The people support His Eminence Forden. Attitudes like yours precisely will give Luis a greater voice. I beg your pardon? Have you any idea how the poor feel? Your narrow minds will be your undoing. Luis is a fool, but he'll still be a beacon of hope for the city's outcasts. Boy. They both have their flaws, though I suppose you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone more promising.
Look at that.
Okay, tensions seem
This
high.
is alright.
Okay. Let's see.
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Ugh. Okay. So now we go to the evening, and we go in. Okay, there she is.
Huh? Why?
Everyone's worried about you.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
No, it's not your fault.
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
Yeah. It'll work out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Yeah. So we do that.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Oh.
Let's think about it together. Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Wanna read it?
Want to read it? If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe.
Okay.
Interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, a tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah. We end up falling asleep listening to Stroll.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne! Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Huh. Okay.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
Yeah.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness win, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. Ugh! What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, then we can take action. Yeah, the plan? We're gonna enter this frickin' tournament. We're gonna enter it, we're gonna win. Yeah, there we go. First one. As an Elder, I'm an outcast in this city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We enter the tournament.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
Yeah.
This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as
What
dead.
do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Yep.
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Alright. I got his journal. Okay.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen
No.
to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Yeah.
Yes. I've got a job to do.
Oh, familiar words. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Yep, that's the plan.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one.
Okay.
Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Okay.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye?
The young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the Northern Fort?
Oops.
Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too.
Uh-oh.
Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
That was a close one.
Obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
Okay.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Yeah.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Exactly.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you not here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that.
Okay, who's this? He's got barbed wire as his necklace there. Looks interesting. Let's see where this goes.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
I don't like you.
Stuck up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminal's evil deeds.
We've got more important things to worry about.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a animal monster, because people can be just as big monsters as animals can. Sometimes even more so.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
Yeah.
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain from Atira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heismay has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle type. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity.
Yeah.
Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
All right. I don't know if I accept it here. Okay, at the window. We take it at the window. All right. What's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne? The audacity of youth. That's Rich, a mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king.
No, thank you.
Okay. That idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to... hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give you the eulogy at your funeral. Suppose he's a candidate too. Yeah.
Hey!
Would it be alright if we accept the bounty contract for Heismay? Yes. Sure you want to handle that? Can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. Yeah. You're an odd one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Alright.
Let's call it.
Let's head back to the inn. No free time today.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order.
Huh?
Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was
Yeah.
not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Yeah. Opening ceremony for the tournament is
Let's
tomorrow.
rest.
Stay inside and rest. Yeah, okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
Let's see if we can find anything else about... So we really can't find anything about our bounty.
Don't push yourself too much.
Okay, tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can. Stroll, what do you got to say? I asked Fabienne for a map of Martira, and she gave me the one from Grace's personal effects. It covers all the May roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details. Fabienne continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. Yeah, okay. I'll come upstairs. Haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. Wonder if something's wrong. Probably not. Okay. We're gonna rest.
Good night.
Yeah, rest well. Get through this opening ceremony
come
thing.
in?
Oh! Hey, kiddo. Want to read some more?
Want to read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabienne I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
I don't want to promise because I'm sure her dad promised her a lot and...
Wait for me.
Yep.
There.
I'll be waiting. The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
Yeah. This one's important.
Okay, Maria's waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of strange and distant places we visit. We'll get a curative coney roast. Okay.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I don't really remember too much of that beginning scene. I wasn't paying attention to the people so much as the, everything that was brand new, so, no.
I don't really recall.
I remember well. To see you clutching that book to your breast. It was as if it was more important to you than your own life. My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, How could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Far away sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Far away sky. Faraway sky so clear. Let my wish echo. Far beyond the
Did not expect that. Okay. Definitely did not expect that.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
How's this guy gonna hunt a monster?
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
He just looks
So much
funky.
for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering? Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Oh, that's who he is.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena
Okay,
Kagan.
I like that.
Sure
that
to be
one.
popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
Hippie.
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Okay.
If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Shut up.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on? That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Blast, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
Oh, don't tell me that's my ride.
A land runner? It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
That's gotta be my ride.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
Yep, that's my ride.
Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! Burn down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. I guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Better hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Okay. I did not expect that. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I expected a carriage of some kind, not something was gonna crash into everything, but, you know, I mean, I can't fault this game. I can't fault this game for this. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Oh, man. That driver is, of course, gonna end up being one of our, followers, and probably have I would say he's more mechanically minded, because Moore told us to look for somebody more mechanically minded. I have a feeling he may very well be our gunner archetype. I don't know, but oh man, that was great. Okay, I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince. Yes, Relo, that was hilarious. Oh my god. I was trying so hard not to bust out laughing and ruin everything where people couldn't hear what was going on, but oh my god, that was great.
Just a sec.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so we've got our little icon here, which shows that it's like walking. That's great. Okay, so we're just gonna run along the main road. Others seem to be doing that too. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Martira, the old castle town. Should be a ways south. Okay. Alright, that would be, I guess, the town.
Wow!
Let's see. Yeah, okay, Martira, here it is. Down to Martira. On this craft's legs, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
It's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good. Now cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, old castle town. Oh, man. Okay.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
Yeah.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Ah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. We're two ladies. The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
I just realized that when he's talking, you can see the little, those little three pipes. The outlet for those pipes are like vibrating, like that's where the sound's coming from. That's cool that they put that little detail in.
That man is Nuris. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Mechanically minded. Yeah, I think he's our gunner. Not entirely sure, but maybe.
Nuris? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage?
Ooh.
Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Oops.
Good God.
There it is.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuris, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
He took some liberties, I'm sure.
Cannot mean.
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and, well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Yep. It is no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
Yes.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
Yeah.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Yeah. So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Rhylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's perfect. I really do think it's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Yeah. Okay.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
I like him. I like him. He's just kooky enough. I like him. Okay. So we have various areas for different activities, the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah?
Never been in a gauntlet runner. Kind of want to see what the engine room's like. Yeah, definitely. So this is the strategy room. Got our two there. Up would be the cockpit. It's roped off. That would be the deck. Bathroom. Pantry. This must be... Oh, that's the cooking kitchen. What's down there? Engine room corridor. Okay. Those are the beds. What? Holy shit. Alright. Couldn't have a bedroom in one of these rooms? No, it's gotta be in a tube. Okay, this is clearly the lounge dining area because it's attached to the kitchen. Back deck. I want to go up on the deck. I do. I need to go up on the deck and see what's up there. Not what I wanted to do. Let's see. People read from a bookshelf, did laundry, cooked a meal, cleaned the runner, or slept. Right. Okay. Whoa, okay, that's cool. Holy shit, that's cool. That is cool. Oh man, that's just neat. Now, where the hell is all the other... Okay. That is a tiny little area. Can't fit all that stuff in there. There's no way all that stuff could fit down here. This thing has a tail! I gotta go to the back deck. I gotta come around here. I gotta go to the back deck. Which is, yeah, all the way down here. This thing has a tail. Cloth covered barrel? Wonder what it's used for. We don't know. Okay. This thing has a tail. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, engine room. Yeah, I don't know where all this space is coming from because it doesn't look that big from the outside. There's more. That. Okay, there's more. Hey, what do we have in here? Okay, Nuris's desk. Small cabinet. Let's look. Unique items are lined up here, so it's Nuris's belongings. This is where new inventions are born. A bag of cotton. It's a bean bag. That's a bean bag. He's got 2 bean bags. Okay. Washing machine. Does laundry, handmade by Nuris. Nothing in it at the moment. Okay. There's the engine. Man. Wonder what makes this thing run. First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? That scared me. It looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals to fuel fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. That looks too much like a heart. With the artery and vein coming out of it. It looks too much like a heart for me to be comfortable with it. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast's, made for 0 momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Okay. Alright. So, utilize the facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies, which may help to improve your virtues. Okay. Alright, so let's go back up. What was it people picked? Okay, so you could read from the bookshelf, do laundry, cook a meal, clean the runner. Let's see. What will this do? So, okay. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. You'll need ingredients. Okay, yeah. I am not gonna cook right now. There are new notes about new potential recipes. Okay, so I got some recipes. Got a lot of recipes. We're not gonna cook. I want to see what else there is. What else could I do? Should I use the toilet? Go. Flush.
Wait.
Okay, I feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what's this way? Massive door? This door must lead to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Okay. I say, you gave me a start there. Were you trying to get my attention? Terribly sorry, but I've got to focus on driving for now. Shake off the rest of it. If you wanted to chat, best to find me in the evenings. Okay. So I could talk to him in the evenings. The washroom water doesn't work right now. I'll wait for it to get fixed. Okay. Where's the bookshelf? There's the bookshelf. Nurse's personal collection of books. They're too technical for me to understand. Okay. These books are a mess. We should clean this up. Huh. Alright. Go down. This was where the washing machine is. Central corridor. This is his room. There's more. Let me see. Come down here. Magic igniter, enormous, compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magma crystals as fuel. Okay. Let's see. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. That would increase my max MP. Looking around to see what all I can do. Check the window. Reinforced steel on top of thick glass. Doesn't appear to be easily breakable. Watchtower. I missed this. Nice. See the tail, the way it's going. Okay, that's nice. Watch the view as we speed along. Okay. See the pantry. Let's check the pantry here. See what we're doing. There's some beetle meat and red grass. I wonder who left them here. Could use them for cooking. Is that it? Okay. Bookshelf here. It's lined with interesting books. Okay, so I can read these books. Fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. Haven't started reading it yet. You want to read it? I could gain more imagination. Let me see what the other one will do. Pride and persuasion. Conversational techniques. Eloquence. Sure, I'll read that one.
What's that?
Nice! Sitting at the window. Relo would do that. She would sit like that and read a book, I'm sure. Well, she would read on her phone. Apparently, this book teaches you the ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section is part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? To gain the upper hand, I would guess.
Sure.
So that you can gain the upper hand, perhaps?
No kidding.
Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence. All right. 4. Okay. I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. Alright. There's still more left to read in the book. I'll pick it up from here next time, yeah.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Okay. Desert camp. Alright. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels next morning. While in encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. A first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kinda excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Yeah, we will. Ooh. Give me something there. But I kinda want to talk to our guy here. Let me see what others have done here. Listen to Stroll. Listen to Hulkenberg, cleaned the runner, read from bookshelf, cooked a meal. Oh man, just about nobody talked to Neres. Oh wait. I'll check the campfire. There are insects gathering. Apparently you can eat these bugs. According to Hulkenberg anyway. Yuck! I should try and catch one. I got a dream eater moth. Okay, and it's food. Oh, it's my turn to cook. I should use it as an ingredient. Oh, God. I'm gonna save. I am not using a bug as an ingredient. Talk to Stroll. Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get. I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? I can hone my imagination. Sure, we'll do it. Anything to increase skills or virtues, whatever.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress, and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the... this is the same power that Hero Kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Power isn't everything.
What's that about? Oh, I see.
As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. No. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Yep. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all of this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. Okay, imagination.
Alright.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still not up to 2. Okay, come now. It's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Alright. So, Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters are more than exceeded your expectations, eh? It's a tube.
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. Yeah. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand gonna do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand can fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Well, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Neres? Yeah. Alright, and we're back to running. We'll arrive in Martyr in 2 days. What?
Well met.
I'm at the perfect moment. I think this is wisdom. Yeah, game board. I'm at wisdom 2.
Well then.
So I kind of want to raise other things. Hey. So there's Stroll. Maintenance on weapons. Okay. Courage. Yeah, we'll do it.
Now then.
Let's have a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. Eh. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day, I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
How about you? I shared my plan. Let's hear yours. What'll you do when the fight's over? I want to help him. I'd like to help you with rebuilding. You serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it, tell you the truth. Every so often you catch a bit of that foot coming in for the run. It distracts my attention. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not to leave it a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Luis. We'll fight for change.
Look at that.
I want to do something about that, too.
Yeah.
I agree. But seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know. To act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I waver sometimes. I'll still do it, but I waver.
No.
I do have moments where I waver. Suppose we all do. But you manage to keep a cool head, and when you do, unlike me, that's why you're our captain. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. Wonder who it'll end up being after all this. Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight as well as increased my courage.
Now then.
4. 2. Courage 2.
Courage.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle thy flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Alright. Spent some time with Stroll, honing our weapons. Got some mag for it, too.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
What? Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Oof. That's beautiful.
Wow.
So pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? Yeah. I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. It's a matter of scientific research. I must document this discovery. Nuris pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nuris, how did you get so good at drawing? My boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research?
But...
I thought you needed this for research. All the pertinent information I needed has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Nice! Thanks! I received Nuris's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? Yes! Yes! She would love it. Bet she'd love something from our Bet she'd love something from our journey. And we could tell her a story about this place. Next time when we're in Grad Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. Yes. Huh? Magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However?
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom. Okay. My wisdom got lifted up a bit. Alrighty.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Nice. Okay. The Rock Den Camp. Okay. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. Wonder what kind of place Martira is. Well, we'll find out. Okay, so he's got nothing there. She can do, I think that's imagination. Let me go look inside, see what's down here. Nothing here. I could read a book. Go down and check on, check down here. See what's here. Okay, he's down here. He'll give me wisdom. I'm gonna come back up. And, this way. Here. I'll talk to her. I'll see what others did. Hulkenberg, Stroll.
Well met.
Well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future, maybe I can hone imagination. Should I spend time talking with Hulkenberg? Yeah, let's do it. This power we've awoken to have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their own unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look, per se. My opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It's said that people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Okay, I feel like I increased my imagination. That's up to 2. I need tolerance and eloquence still up to 2. It is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition. The conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. It's getting quite late, but we've got a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Alright. So we talked for a while and then went to bed.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay. See, that makes it look bigger.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Was it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oof. What was that?
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Ooh. The hell?
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign!
Okay, they're fighting each other.
Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Jayde, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Okay, so they're fighting each other. We just got caught in the crossfire somehow.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot. They're just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working rudder. Well, they survive or not, and then dash it well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to hold each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
See, acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Jayde's firepower.
Plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters? Fuck!
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Oh, God! For our plan, we need to help out Gladel, but I don't like him.
Let's give Gladel a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You
That's my
realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
Oh boy.
We need to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That gauntlet, you're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Come down here and fight me. Yeah, they boarded. He knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
I love Nerus. He just said what I've been thinking the whole time. Old egg.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren!
Great.
Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Alright.
Let's go! Scour!
I will usher you to
For
his
all
side.
that we strive for!
Let's see.
I'll destroy you!
Boom. Oh, you're gonna resist that.
I call upon royal power within! Burn to ash!
Is that all?
This is God!
Woo!
Hard. What could you hope to achieve?
At least he won't actually attack.
Brace yourselves!
He knows we can't attack him.
Seeker!
He's toying with us.
Light!
I'm trying to see what this guy is gonna be weak
Observe
to.
the enemy.
Let justice prevail! Oh, mystic fire!
In the name, are you prepared? Hack and slash! Tougher than I thought.
You're gonna resist, but it's okay. Ouch, you get a heal next turn. Are you fucking kidding me?
Here they come.
Come forth, royal soul! We're not out of this yet!
Thank you. Is everyone alright?
For all that we strive for! Burn!
They yet cling to.
Warrior! The power of fire!
Let's do this. More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now! Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother!
Oh, yeah.
Take this! Sanctism will reign!
Only a flesh wound.
Don't underestimate me!
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
Power!
Fire! Still up?
You know your
Power of heroes!
peasant! I can't afford
One down.
Warrior!
Okay.
Sanctism will reign!
How is it he can hit me, but I can't hit him?
Take this!
I have your back!
Alright.
This is God's judgment!
Oh.
Sanctism will reign!
Please!
Captain, they've got your defenses
go.
down!
Alright. I need to see something here. Yeah, people can
Here! Just me.
take a take a
Justice prevail! Shut up!
boom.
In the name of warrior! Hack and slash! Tougher than I thought! Sanctism will reign!
She gets a heal next turn.
So easily. Sanctism will reign!
Damn.
Hulkenberg
She won't hold back!
She needs help!
With healing
Yeah.
power! I'm obliged.
I got her.
It's too early to go to his side.
Not now.
So,
Right.
the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
Fuck you, dude.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Nice.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
I'll just kick your runner.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here!
Hmm.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Guess you live to see another day.
I guess you survived this time. Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of.
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
And Nuras was over there just fangirling over Juna here. There he is.
However
Fangirling.
talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
I think she's talking to Nuras, kind of. He's not the one containing himself too well.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the
Oh!
suspicions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
Oh my god, I thought he was fangirling over the singer there. I should have known better. I should have known better. Oh man, I should have known.
Hey, Crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Hmm?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Yeah, Relo, I know. He's a mechanic. What did I expect? Luis.
My lord Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Supporters, take a wild guess. I gotta be short with him. I don't like him. I gotta be a smartass.
Take a wild guess. Mouth like that's gonna get you killed, kid.
A bold one, are you? I didn't take you for a traveling troupe of jesters.
He's just another no-name candidate.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Mm-hmm. So, how should I, respond? I gotta butter him up somehow.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beams of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Thank God. Okay.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Oh, God.
Let's say we go check on him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
They destroyed the climate. Probably. All that automation just destroyed the climate. And that's why we have humans wandering around now that are completely misshapen, misformed, and, look like hell.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Yeah, we're gonna look into Camiro.
This one's important.
Alright. may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed near us. Yeah, I'd like to see it. And when we left Nearus, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed toward our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner. Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Martyra this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. He's getting sick. Land sick, I guess? I mean, it can't be seasick because it's running along the ground, so land sick? Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. The carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid the further hindrances like yesterday's. Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting. Yeah.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's Gauntlet Runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martyra, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates Gauntlet Runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
All fights have casualties.
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain,
Move.
Are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Yes, please.
Come, everyone. This way.
Okay.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm.
Oh,
it's
God.
Martyra's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Yeah.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks Great.
Looks great.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. It is only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
Okay.
Are you actually enjoying that?
Let me go back and see. That's it. I barely bitten into this thing, and I already felt a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
Yeah. Okay.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
There's another,
It's a campground.
Oh, I smell trouble.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So that's the giant sandworm's nest.
Let's see here.
Rival gauntlet and a campground. Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Okay.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Oh boy.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails.
Ugh.
You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
I'd be going to bed hungry.
It's been a while.
Okay, it's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna take a quick break. So I will be back shortly. I'll let the music come back. Okay, I'm back. Let's get back into this. Find out what we're supposed to be doing now. Inform man. Oh, good. Only just arrived here now. It's not like I overheard that conversation you just had with Barden. Oh, really? And if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I would never have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right, if there's anything you want to know about the city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. Okay. Well, I can't seem to talk to him anymore. Talk to Hulkenberg. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Blah! Martira is a fine city indeed. Which makes this Heisme's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the Order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given in to despair. Yeah, okay.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Barden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for that. So I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourselves comfortable. The beds are in the back past the door next to the desk. Okay. So, here? No. Oh! Here. Stool. Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? Oh, I love a good inn.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a bed
Right?
at an inn. I could see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so I rest a little easier at an inn. I wish Neros would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner's a castle, then he is its king. Okay. Well.
Good night.
Okay. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous out!
What beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all went to Kraganta Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in the Stairstone Market. Okay, well, there's more.
More people missing.
This is a water merchant. Can't talk to anybody else. Let's see. Soldier at wit's end. Now you listen here. I'm saying this for your own good, alright? You never know when the kidnapper's gonna show up, right? So if you're gonna lie down by your eyes, man, go somewhere safer. Even you wouldn't like getting kidnapped, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Alright. Chicken.
More people missing.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. I want this.
What now?
Because I do want to change my archetype over to the healer. They can remain as those.
More people missing.
And let's see, do I have better equipment for healer? No, I do not. Still just have the Moonlight Mace. Okay. Well, there's the bounties, looks like, for here. Not handling any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the incidents. You know the one. The reception should be opening it by tomorrow, but can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway? Yes. Okay.
Now what am I to do?
Come up here. Just want to wander around real quick. Okay.
Closure.
The one taken recently was a friend of my daughter's, and she was so young. I'm afraid my daughter will be next. Must pray, for what else can we do? God shall provide. God, I hate people who say that.
Oi!
So, are you all the ones Barden said we're here to help, or what is your business here? We have business in Krogante Castle. Can we get there going this way? Castle? In that case, you ought to take those stairs on the other side of town. Not that you can't get to the castle this way, but... Well, it's just a little unpopular. It's an unpopular little byway, is all. Times like these, don't you agree? It's safer to be where there's lots of people. Shouldn't be taking any weird detours, thanks. Kinda want to go up here anyway. Ah! Okay, so we can't go up that way. Alright. Gotta go. Let's see, the candidate poster. Roger. Okay, abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom for commerce and for yourself.
Right.
Sounds like something a merchant would come up with, but the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What would happen to people who can't work? Besides, if there were no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? Be every person for themselves. Yeah.
Now what am I to do?
Okay, well, this is where we need to go.
No.
Stairstone Market. Okay. Alright, so we would go up there. Chicken! Ooh. Sword. Swordsmith. Weaponsmith. Let's see what we can get from here. Go ahead and take a look. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh, that would be good for him. I want something that's good for me. That right there. Buy that.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll get that.
Indeed.
And I'll get that.
Ooh.
Alright. Let's see. Is there something I can... Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay.
Can't be.
Let's come over here. Armor shop. See what we can find here in the armor shop. Anything better than what I currently have. What's armor you're looking for? Go ahead, take a look. Let's see. I mean, I could get that for the other two. Can only buy one. I will not. Okay, can't go any further that way. That's an empty direction. Chicken. Okay. My daughter's gone missing. Please help me find her. Ma'am, it's been 3 weeks since she went missing. It pains me to say it, but no, I refuse to believe that. Children aren't just getting snatched up like that. Yeah, they are. Candidate poster. Goddard. Respect the old, tax the young. Of course it's a rogue idea. They live so long. The elderly would naturally gravitate toward ideas like this. But why at the cost of the young? Feels like the country would end up pretty lopsided. Yeah.
More people missing.
Bloody hell. We were supposed to go about our lives if someone could strike from the shadows at any moment. We should just offer up some convicts or unwanted children. Say, you know any Elda no one would miss? Screw you! I'm sorry, that was a joke that went too far. But I'm worried, I tell you. Putting my foot in my mouth now and then, can you blame me? Chicken! Rich, poor, man, woman, hell, even child. It doesn't matter to them. They're ruthless. Usually you kidnap someone, you've got a purpose, yeah? But not here. It's downright spine-chilling, it is. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, you're a new face. Are you that helper lad I heard about? Didn't expect you to be an Elda. My tribe doesn't matter. Well, I suppose you're right. I'm grateful to you slogged all the way out here in that massive gauntlet runner. Not that I doubt you or anything. Barden appointed you. Then you'll have my support. No exceptions. You'd think a kidnapper's scary, but this Heisme fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Well, crap. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folk right off the street. Better be damn careful is all. Yeah. That is... Apothecary. Okay, let's see if he has any SP items. Because that's what I tend to need most of. Not every day an Elder comes by. Oh, I meant no offense by that, as long as you buy something. Let's see. That's medicine. Nothing that's SP. Okay. Okay, let's Coronation Rock. Butcher. I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today. Need to get out there and restock, you know. Do come back another time. Okay.
You.
What do you want? You interested in this rock with all the faces? Yeah.
Hang on. What if...
Just a quick peek, then we'll leave. I see.
I see.
Well, the crier said the stones had appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. Means wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy.
See.
Doesn't look like the order's changed at all since we last saw it. Nope. But I got some mag for it.
Yep.
Now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? Yeah. It's that little, mouse type thing. For top performance, you need top mechanics. Visit Cadence Gauntlet Runner Workshop. Isn't this just a Gauntlet Runner advertisement? She's just using the tournament to make sales, not because she wants a crown? Anything goes, I guess. Are there any normal candidates? I gotta come this way, okay. That's just gonna go to an area that I won't be able to visit right now. Up we go, I guess. Okay, Kogante Gate. Alright.
Oh, any one of them. Now, how did I
Can't even
wind
let
up
my
here?
wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. Poor Barons are fair mopey about it, bless them. When I told General Barden as much, his face fell like a drop pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But never mind that. Off to fight Heisme, are ye? Keep your guard up, then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier. That nobody could so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet. Oh boy. Okay. Manor door. What's this building here? It doesn't seem like they're using it. What a waste. Am I gonna get a home?
Well met.
You're late. Poor Barden has been waiting on tenterhooks. Apparently, the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Best not keep her waiting. Castle looks positively ancient. Wasn't expecting the city to have such a rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagine this city knew peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle. Okay.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is inside. Let's go now, if that's alright. Alright, let's go.
Yes.
Please come this way, then. Okay.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, You've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We'll let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
I like her.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk, with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
Yeah, maybe.
We should go.
Alright, so we need information, we'll ask around. Give me a second. Alright. Gather intel. Okay. Austere man. Oi, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? I heard that you're gonna catch that Heisme for us. Now, I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you. But please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? Unfortunately, no, I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. Shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's at the Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there.
Oh, only one of them, too.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the Stairstone Market. Ask around there. Let's see.
Welcome.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I'm all sold out of meat today. It's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Oh, it's impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? See now, you might try asking that fellow by the armorer shop. He's got a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. Okay. So, let's go down over here to the armor shop. Oh, hey, Stroll.
What is
Tired
it?
man. Giant sandworm? We Motirans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva's my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they even make it to the kitchen. Who may know more about them? Can't recall any. Oh, wait, hang on. Just thought of someone. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town. Okay, let's ask around Thoroughfare Square. Hey, Stroll. Seems we missed the mark with our assumptions. We've spoken with the Guard Corps, but they know little and less. Alright. Well, Thoroughfare Square is where I was told to go. Ugh. Probably gonna end pretty soon because I have not really eaten today.
Must have got that wrong.
And I am getting really hungry. So here's this...
More people missing.
Seer.
Yes?
Giant sandworm? Sorry, young man, don't know a thing about it. What I do know about is the next few days worth of bad weather. If you're interested, stop by. Bad weather? Think that might affect our travel at all? Once we got things figured out, maybe we should go talk to a seer again.
More people missing.
Yeah, okay. Hungover man.
Can think on it.
Ugh, this headache. I am well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover, this. Blimey. I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go do something like that?
More people missing. Think on it.
Okay, he will not tell us anything different.
More people missing.
Well, oh, there's another guy with a cloud over his head.
What do you want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me? We're looking for a merchant, one who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering so loud, you heard him whether you wanted to or not. You know where he is? Who do you think you're talking to? This town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free. 150 reeve. Yep. Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, deal's deal. It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain there. He drank so much yesterday he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover. So yeah, that was the guy.
More people missing. Hardly think on it.
Hey!
Got business with me? Hey, is it true you got pretty close to that giant sandworm's den? How did you manage to do that and live telltale? Right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk and that was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down. And, I regret that now. Damn!
Good.
No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern. Okay.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there! Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Could've sworn we've
Suspicious
seen him before.
character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms. Eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past him. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
This information, we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nae danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Yeah.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Yeah. Okay. So we got 4 days in town. 4 days.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
Hmm. I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
Whoa.
Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Yeah. Rest inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Norris's
Time
request.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay. Oh, going to academia, apparently.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Taking the Gauntlet
Are
Runner?
you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What? Okay, that's gotta be the fast travel mechanism between locations, but that is cool.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
Apparently we can. Teleportation magic that Mora was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
Whoa.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know. Might you, at least, try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. That's gotta be our fast travel mechanism, and they just gave it an explanation in the game. That is awesome. I mean, that's awesome. I don't know. I mean, me, myself, I don't know of any game that actually explains fast travel like that. It's just all, oh, it's there. Check it. Let me think of a place we've already been to. Martira. I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
Yeah. That's awesome!
It's Martira. We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
Yeah.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No, we have to be there. We have to have been there.
No reaction.
Wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
This is awesome.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the world capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Yeah. Okay. That is just awesome that they have an in-game explanation for a fast travel mechanic. Okay, to capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now the mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Departure date is July 2nd. Okay, if you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the world map on the map menu and select your desired destination. You can travel there using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
That's right.
Okay.
So?
We're up against a strong opponent, so we better make sure we're as strong as we can get to. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up at the recruitment center. Okay. What was that? I have reportable quests. Okay, well, we'll deal with that next time. I am gonna end it here. I know it's early. 3 hours only, but I am tired. I didn't sleep well last night. And I didn't eat too much today, so I need to go cook some dinner and sort out some sleep later. I'll be back on Friday. Friday at 5. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the menu here. So, hopefully Friday will be a longer stream. But I will see you all later. Bye-bye.